there's Kevin with Gathering Magic Army with match number 4 with the Seasons Past. We will definitely play. This is a keepable hand. You have the Evolving Wilds to thin out, Grasp of Darkness, Succumb, Dark Salvation. We will lead off with just the Evolving Wilds, getting a black source. And pass the turn. Wandering Fumarole. So this is the matchup I did not want to see. We do have some play, though, for Walking Ballista, which gives me a bit of action. Possibly the play would have been Evolving Wilds into Succumb. So Tormenting Voice. Alright, so I have no clue what we're actually up against. Haven't seen that card be played in quite a while in non-zombie type builds, Prize Amalgam type builds. We'll go ahead and attack in with the Ballista. And unfortunately it's a Evolving Wilds rather than a regular land here to go Succumb. So we'll crack the Evolving Wilds. This, of course, is the matchup where Transgresses get really good. And it's just Kozilek's Return, sure. So now I'll Succumb. Well, I know that I have a... Ooh, yeah, it's still Succumb. And we will play the Hissing Quagmire just in hopes that we draw into a land next turn to go Tireless Tracker. All the trackers will want to be in this. Cathartic Reunion. Getting rid of more. So, Blue-Red Eldrazi? Blue-Red, they're trying to find Kozilek's Return in the bin is what I'm assuming. Want to hit a land here. We'll throw out Kalitas. I think that's better than Tireless Tracker. He gets countered, he gets countered. See what ends up. Yeah, that's a good card. Very proactive against our opponent. Fevered Visions, that's a nightmare actually. What nonsense is this? In a Mardu and a Constrictor. Yikes. We do have the Kalitas is the best thing in the world though for that. Noxious Gearhulk will help us out. We'll go ahead and attack in with the Kalitas. And as bad as this seems, we're tutoring for a land. It's happening. I don't even know what to... So bad, but we're going to do it. Ouch! Going down to 29, or 19. Fatal Push. Fatal Push is so good versus the Torrential Gearhulk, or not Torrential Gearhulk, the Thing in the Ice. We have a lot of action versus Fevered Vision. Natural State. We'll bring them all in. Another Cathartic Reunion. Finding Mountain. There's a Sanctum of Ugin. Yeah, so it's got to be like Elder Deep Fiends in here. Kind of a weird little hybrid deck. But it should do quite well versus this garbage we have in our hand for killing creatures. So, it's back up to 7 cards. Can I hit a land? We do. Okay, so I'm going to attack in with the Kalitas. Assuming it's going to get taken care of. Lightning Axed. Tireless Tracker. Swamp. And we will get hit by the Fevered Visions. Well, we're hitting land drops now. Cathartic Reunion with Madness. So our Tireless Tracker Gets killed, but it does absorb some nice little damage there. I just can't unload my hand quick enough. I still will crack this clue, I think. Yeah. Seasons Past is pretty terrible here. Well, we can actually Seasons Past. It can get countered, though. He does have 3 mana open. We're going for it. Get back. Evolving Wilds or Walking Ballista. Which one? We'll get back, probably Walking Ballista. Succumb to Temptations. No, Tireless Tracker. And I think we need Kalitas rather than Diabolic Tutor. And we're doing this anyway because now we can pitch some useless cards like the Fatal Pushes and Deadweights. So the Scab gets Prized Amalgam. Okay, so maybe actually this will give us some different information. So we'll go to discard and we'll get rid of a Blooming Marsh. Deadweight's actually good now. Yeah, Kalitas is still good, but Tireless Tracker is going away. Grasp is still good too. I think Ruinous Path's fine. And Dark Salvation, if we could somehow... Dark Salvation seems to be really good. All of these cards are great. I think we want all the low converted mana cost stuff, though, because I do want to get a Deadweight onto the Scab and then a Fatal Push. So, probably just get rid of the Salvation. So now we do know what our opponent's trying to do. And he actually messed up the Prized Amalgam trigger. Because he did it in my end step. So that was huge. I thought the Prized Amalgam was coming in. So I'm pretty sure Elder Deep Fiends are going to be in this. No Elder Deep Fiend. So first we'll Deadweight. And see if he wants to do it at end of turn again. Why did I do Kalitas first? That was bad. Should have done a Kalitas. So let's see if we get countered here. No, he needed to counter that. So we'll Fatal Push. That was bad. The Sigil Cab, I should have cast Kalitas first, and then it would be exiled. Get a Kozilek's Return. An Elder Deep Fiend. Can crack the Sanctum of Ugin as well. And I was going to respond to that. Whoops, messed up. So our opponent goes and gets a Wretched Griff, though, not another Elder Deep Fiend, so we're okay. No, we're not. He's going to Fiery Temper. Gets back a Prized Amalgam. That's 8. Just activates the Wandering Fumarole. Yeah, I needed my Grass of Darkness mana. No, Grass of Darkness, I needed mana for Walking Ballista, block, sack, kill. Well, that is lethal. Okay, so we have a great game plan for this, though. Pick the brains. And I actually don't even think I necessarily need Kalitas. Make him keep in all of his remove, like his lightning axes, make him actually bring in. Transgresses are insanely good here. Pick the brains are insanely good here. Lost Legacy is good. We don't need the Yahenni's expertise might be okay as like a one of. I'm not sure we actually need them. Natural states and appetites to take care of fevered visions. Do we care about fevered visions? I'm not under the impression that I really do. Tireless Tracker is just too vulnerable in here. Ishkanah is unnecessary, so I'll keep Kalitas in. I think it's fine. Cards like Grass of Dark or Fatal Push is still fine. Grass of Darkness is still fine. I think Fatal Push actually hits less though, so we can take out the Fatal Push in the deadweight. Ob Nixilis is just something he has to take care of. Ruinous Path, probably not. Flaying Tendrils. Flaying Tendrils is interesting because it gets rid of all of the 3-1. To the Slaughter is something that can take care of Elder Deepmead. Not a lot of terrible cards in here. I don't know if it's really worth it killing Fevered Visions. Expertise is good. Yeah, Expertise is a solid card here. But not too many of them. I think I'll just keep the 2. And Ishkanah. Ishkanah is great. Ishkanah is probably better than Ob Nixilis. Because well, he's got the Kozilek's Return. And we want to draw into more, like, Pick the Brains and things like that to get him locked out. Sure, yeah. We'll keep this. Got a To the Slaughter, Grass of Darkness, Ob Nixilis. This is kind of an awkward hand, though. Now I'm looking at it with 2 lands. We need to draw as many lands as possible. Grasp might not be the right card here either. Well, we are drawing lands, which is good. But we need picks and transgresses. We have Liliana coming out next turn. Could get countered with like a rebuff. Oh, we don't have Liliana coming out. Okay, well. Walking Ballista. We'll crack this. We need these lands. Our opponent missed the land drop, though. That's huge. Has to discard a card. Or maybe did that on purpose, but we will go Blooming and get the Liliana. See if it's countered. Does not. Go ahead and attack with the Ballista, and then tick up Liliana. I actually probably shouldn't have done that, because he can actually bring back the Stitchwing Scab and 2 prized amalgams, possibly. And we need a blocker here. So, caught myself after the fact. Nope, just nothing. Yeah, I could care less about that because we can just probably not even care about it if he attacks into Liliana. Yep. Liliana goes to a 1. We absorb some damage. We will get the beautiful Kalitas out next turn. Elder Deep Fiend already? Sure. It's a quick use of it. The 2 of the Slaughter is really good here. I actually don't need 2 of the Slaughter. We'll use Grass of Darkness. So we're going to float 2. Oh, no. I do need a float. Because Grasp of Darkness only does to 1, and I can't activate Liliana. Oh, no, I can activate Liliana later on. So this is fine. So we'll just use the 2, just float the 2. Because I don't want to use 2 to slaughter quite yet. Or do I want to... I could put a counter on this, and then... No, that's bad. So, let's just float the 2. Oh, no, I won't have a... I won't have a... Yeah, we float it all. This needs to die. I don't have the Walking Ballista to target. Okay, so this works. He doesn't have to cast the Kozilek's Return now. Maybe I should have waited to see if... No, I can't. That's the problem. He's not going to sack the Sanctum of Ugin. No Scab, no land. This one's pretty much in the bag. We'll go Kalitas here. Could have like a Void Shatter. So it could go Stitchwing Scab at the cost of 2 cards again. But we have the Kalitas established. I guess he didn't use the Kozilek's Return, so I am allowing him to get back in this game by having another Elder Deep Fiend. I'm okay with that, though. Had to discard a Cathartic and a Stitchwing. So, Liliana bites the dust here. And see if another Elder Deep Fiend comes out. No. Pick the Brain is beautiful card. Needs to be Void Shattered. Or this is just going to wreck. There's another Elder Deep Fiend. We will get the trigger off of it, though. He has to use the Kozilek's Return now as well. Very annoying. We have the double grass, though, for the Elder Deep Fiend. And Chandra can't be cast for quite a while. So I think Tormenting Voice is probably the better play. Am I worried about Chandra? I don't think I am with this hand. He has to draw into land. So I'm going to take Tormenting Voice and get rid of the other Tormenting Voice. So Prized Amalgams, Wretched Griff are still in. He's has 2 more Elder Deep Fiends and the advanced Stitchwings. We're going to get beat down with Elder Deep Fiend for a little bit. But again, no red source. And if we draw a land, we can just kill it here. Perfect. So he's going to bring back the Stitchwing Scab again. At the cost of Lightning Axe and Chandra. To then attack down Ob Nixilis. So I'm definitely okay with that. Still didn't hit a land drop. So it does have 2 unknowns in hand. Transgress I don't think is the right play here. I just think the right play is going to be Walking Ballista. And I'm not going to use it. I'm going to let him get in for the damage because the Prized Amalgam could be a real card in hand. And I'd rather just take the damage. After the whole Transgress. Elder Deep Fiend number 3. Good night. But we have the Ruinous Path. Well, no, he taps down. Yeah, we're gonna response taps him. I'm gonna kill it. I think it's worthwhile to kill it right now. And we get the prized amalgam. Gone. So I'm glad we chose that route. So the prized amalgam is gone. Grasp of Darkness. Get rid of the Elder Deep Fiend. Okay. So the Stitchwing can still come out at the cost of two cards. We have Lost Legacy here. Just get rid of the rest of the prized amalgams. He should get back the Stitchwing here, but we'll name prized amalgams. So he's going to activate the Stitchwing. No. Okay. Had one in his hand. Are you kidding me? Gets to draw a card off of this, but sure. So now all the Elder Deep Fiends and prized amalgams are taken care of. I could still lose this is the sad part. So Kozilek's Return, yeah, and we will just grasp it. Okay, so can't activate the Stitchwing. Let's get the beats going. I'm sure he'll activate the Stitchwing here. It's his only way of winning. It's going to cost him 2 cards again. And we get card advantage every time. He just decides there's another Cathartic Reunion Island. It'll be very tough for our opponent to really find any sort of card advantage. We get to kill it next turn with a Noxious Gearhulk. Which feels like such a bad play, but it is what it is. Blooming Marsh. Can do Stitchwing. See if our opponent does do Stitchwing again. So what he needs is a Wretched Griff here. This is lethal. He's got to have a Wretched Griff in hand. Or an Elder Deep Fiend. It's so ridiculous. So ridiculous. You're really going to crack the Sanctum of Ugin for what? Another Wretch Griff? Because it doesn't have Flash. What'd he grab? Another Elder Deep Fiend. Okay. Well, you're not going to have a chance for it because we are going to I think I want to activate Hissing Quagmire here, yeah. So cast with Awaken, boom, boom. Alright. You have another Deep Fiend in hand and 2 other cards we don't know about. So grindy. Kind of cool deck, though, for sure. What can I put in that does a better job? I think that Ishkanahs need to be in here instead of something like Nissa. At least one. I mean, I want the Seasons Pass combo. Ruinous Path actually seemed terrible in this match. There's something that can kill the Elder Deep Fiend, but I think 2 of the Slaughter is just better at that. Flaying Tendrils can get rid of the Stitch Wings forever. The whole problem is it's only the Stitch Wings it gets rid of. It doesn't affect the other cards. They can be proactive and protect it. I think I just want Ishkanahs. Even though they can get... Or again, Walking Ballistas. The thing is, Walking Ballista helps my ability to get Delirium. This is keepable. It's slow. But I'm okay with this. Dark Salvation is probably a card I should have got rid of. Tormenting Voice here. Cathartic Reunion with the Prized Amalgam. Alright, it's on. We did hit the land drop. That's good. Another Cathartic Reunion, another Kozilek's Return. Okay, so there's a Pick the Brain. I will use a Pick the Brain right now. And I actually want Fevered Visions to happen here. The Scabe's the best one. He's got double. Discard 2 cards. I think the Advanced Stitchwing is actually better to get rid of. Maybe I should have waited for that card. I want a Sorcery in the graveyard, though. Whoops, should have attacked there. Maybe it's not that big of a deal. I want him to cast Fevered Visions. So Cathartic Reunion. He can't do this. He can do the Scape. So the other Scape was rougher to. Yeah. So let's see here. He's going to go for the Prized Amalgam. Gets rid of another Stitchwing. And the prize comes in. So yeah, we are in the mercy of Elder Deep Fiends. Didn't see one in the hand. So block. Sack. Take no damage. 3 card types. We don't have a instant yet in the instant or land. Fever Visions. Okay, so again, I kind of do want that because it allows me to draw lands, which I desperately need at this point. I think the right play is to Dark Salvation. But he still has The prize amalgam is a renewable resource. We have a Grass of Darkness, which is terrible. Did not want to hit that. Gives us the instant for the Ishkanah, though. Sure, Kozilek's return's fine. Seems a little desperate at this point, though. Misses his land drop. We miss our Transgress. This is a beautiful card. If we hit an Elder Deep Fiend, we do. Would I rather have an Elder Deep Fiend here? Yes, Elder Deep Fiend's going to win the... Oh, jeez. We could just get rid of a prize amalgam completely. I really don't know the play. I think prize amalgam is it. Still don't have Delirium, though. Still didn't get another land. We do if he casts anything this turn, like Grass of Darkness. The Elder Deep Fiend can tap things down, so possibly that wasn't the right, but then I can get a Noxious Gearhulk the following turn. Stupid. Well, that's the way we lose. Double Grass, though, for Elder Deep Fiend. Yikes. How do I get through this? Because he is going to do the Deep Fiend. Yeah, to take advantage of Fevered Visions, we needed to hit land drops every turn. We missed 2 of them. So here we will grasp. Awesome. Other than our opponent can use the... Do it right now is what he could have done. Does our opponent have any sort of counter magic? Because I do want Ishkanah here. Oh, that was terrible. Because then he just goes Kozilek's Return. He has 3 of them in his graveyard. Yeah, that was a bad move. I should have just kept up. I don't know if I can, though, keep up. He's going to go Elder Deep Fiend right now? Because does that just win? No, because he only swings it for 5 because he missed his end step. And Deep Fiend just doesn't even do anything at this point. Yeah, that was terrible. Because now I get to kill the... Unless he's got another one in hand. So he messed up his triggers for sure. That only does 9. We kill an Elder Deep Fiend. But he's got the... Well, it gains 6. I don't think I can get rid of my hand quick enough. Is the problem. That does help. No, it doesn't, because we're 1 off. So Blooming Marsh comes into play tapped. I think that's going to be the difference of winning and losing this, because the Collective Brutality could get me underneath. But I have to take the 2 damage. I think I lose here. Because he's going to go Wretched Griff. No, the Wretched Griff to come back has to kill his prize amalgam. He's running out of... can't activate the Wandering Funeral at that point. So we need to avoid more Elder Deep Fiends. Chandra. Can kill. So we go down to a 4. He does have the Stitch Wing. He does have another card. So we need to do Transgress right now. Which hopefully will get a Stitch Wing. Oh my goodness. Collective Brutality can actually get rid of... Do I have enough? Yes, I do have enough to go Yahenni's Expertise and Collective Brutality. So we get rid of that other Deep Fiend. But Chandra is a... I think we have to keep up the Grasp of Darkness. So I have to get rid of Seasons Past here. Well, I could kill the Chandra right now. And then get Collective Brutality, but then he gets back the Stitch Wing and then we die. I mean, I want to kill that thing off. I think we just get rid of Seasons Past. That'll put us below. So 2 modes. We get rid of the Tormenting Voice. We do 2 damage. We don't take damage, but the whole problem is he's got the Stitch Wing still. But the Fevered Vision is not doing damage to us. He could actually draw us into like a grass. That'd be beautiful. Oh, and he plays the Stitch Wing now. Which gets rid of 2 decent cards, though. Oh, Evolving Wilds. Oh, he didn't activate his Wandering Funeral! Beautiful! Well, it could just be a Tormenting Void or a Fiery Temper. Because the whole thing, Fever Vision gives him another card. Liliana does absolutely crap here. I have to attack into Chandra. I still think I just barely die because Yahenni's Expertise doesn't do anything because he can just respond. So I have to make him play around. He's got the 2 cards, and he didn't use it. Hope he forgets about the Wandering Funeral again. That's the only chance I have. Just such a renewable resource. Without the Pick the Brains, maybe I should have waited on a Pick the Brain, and the Transgress is eating out these prize amalgams. This deck just keeps on coming. So close games, though. All three of these matchups that we've lost are very, very close. Just a card here or there. But I'm pretty sure that this is just going to be the death of us right here. Alright, so it appears my opponent has lost connection to the game. I'm going to do something controversial here. I'm going to concede to him. He's got the win on board. He had the win on board if he would just activate the advanced Stitch Wing. I don't know. It's one of the topics that I think, is this sportsmanship? Is this the ethical thing to do? Is just to... Yeah, I think it is. Like, let me know in the comment section how you feel about this. I had a very controversial video. Just I think that it's better to be a sportsman, be a gentleman, rather than eke off free wins the best way you can, any way you can. And a lot of people will disagree with this play big time. So my opponent's just about to disconnect here. You have 5 minutes, and if you don't have 5 minutes of responding, I think you started going down at 8-minute mark, then you automatically lose the match. I think the disconnect actually messed up my opponent's ability to activate his Stitch Wing Scabe, too, at the end of turn. He had the win in so many different forms here. The Stitch Wing coming in, attacking you with the Prize Amalgam Stitch Wing and the Wandering Fumarole. He had just activating the Wandering Fumarole here and attacking with the Prize Amalgam and the Wandering Fumarole, and that would be game. Even down the road, I think that this is just going to be impossible to grind out. So, yeah, there he goes. He disconnected right there. Would have lost the match to it. I could have eked out a free win, which could have salvaged my record, which then if I go 3-2, get my money back, get a treasure. But I just think it's in the best interest of being a sportsman, of showing sportsmanship. This is how I would like it if it were me in his situation. If my computer just decided to give out or I lost my internet connection. I live in a very rural area. It happens all the time. One of my biggest pet peeves is when time is about to run out or it's getting close and my opponent is dead on board, and then they really try to just play what we call like the F2 war, where they will pause, and then it takes me a while to react unless they just F6 or give the turn back to me, then I can attack in for lethal. But if they really milk their pauses, then they can get you to time out. And a lot of people say, well, that's strategy, that's the clock. And that's where I would say that is in the realm of unsportsmanlike. And I don't know. That's just how I stand. I think that you should play Magic to win via the game, not gaming the game. And the people that usually use these little, back alley ways or rules knowing or angle shooting ways, or just taking advantage of just unforeseen things, are not, it's not definitely not the way that I want to represent the game, nor is it the way that I want to play the game or have the game played against me. So just in spirit of competition, I think that's the ethical thing to do, is just concede to this person. I was dead on board. It is what it is. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this match. Regardless, the 1-3 finish was very disappointing, but I think all three of those games, the Black-Green Constrictor, the Mardu Vehicles, and this one match is just a card or two off from winning or losing these particular matches. Hope you enjoyed this match, these games regardless. This has been Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching.